So follow yoga class, regular practice class. Let's join me.
Welcome to Power Yoga, Flow and Stretch. Let's begin in Child's Pose. So this class and the format of this class is one of my favorite ways to practice yoga because the first half or so will be a nice little dynamic power yoga flow. And then the ending part will be more of a yin style, holding poses longer. So just know after we move through the first half or so that you do have a delicious floor sequence awaiting you. So we'll get the best of dynamic stretching combined with static stretching. And it all begins right here, right now, just by quieting down the mind, honing into that movement of breath, and getting deep into what we call that yoga zone, that timeless, transcendent space where everything outside of your yoga mat begins to dissolve and fade away, to go out of focus. And the only thing that is meant to be in focus is that present moment experience. Finding that breath gliding in and out through the nostrils, in and out through the nose. Creating that nice, steady, even rhythm of breath. Perhaps giving that forehead a little gentle rock side to side to massage in front of the brain as if you were pressing a button. Turn that thinking brain off. Instead of thinking, just feeling your way through your yoga. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and come all the way up to all fours, tabletop position. And then on the inhale, drop your belly, pull your heart forward and out. And then on the exhale, slowly round the back. Two more like that. Inhale, belly drops, collarbone spread. And then exhale, curl in that chest, chin, and head. One more time. Inhale, belly drops, collarbone spread. And then exhale, round it in. Good. Now from here, come back to cow pose. But as you come back to cow pose, can you bend your feet and draw those all the way up by your hips? So lift the feet off the ground. Imagine you're trying to bring your inner ankles towards your outer hips. One more inhale like that. And then on the exhale, release the feet back down to the mat. And then lift the knees off the ground a couple of inches with the feet flat on the mat. So you're in a floating tabletop pose. So the tops of the feet flat, knees are hovering. Breath or two there. Beautiful. And then we'll repeat that again. So drop the belly, release the knees, inhale, draw those feet in towards the outer hips, bending those knees. And then floating tabletop pose on the exhale, feet flat, lift the knees off the mat a couple of inches. One more of those. Inhale, knees drop, belly drops, feet bend in towards those outer hips. And then floating tabletop pose on the out breath. All right, good. Drop the knees, draw the feet back in towards the outer hips again, belly drops, so we call it the bent knee cow pose. Take another inhale there. And then on the exhale, bring your feet flat on the mat, and then lift the hips up towards the sky as if you're doing a down dog, and the tops of the feet are still flat on the ground, and we call this broken feet pose for pretty obvious reasons. Why? Kind of feels like those feet are about to snap off. Let's flow that. Drop the knees down to the mat, and then bend those towards the outer hips on the inhale. Belly drops, collarbone spread, and then broken feet pose on the exhale. Feet flat, hips draw all the way up and back. One more like that. Drop the knees. Inhale, feet bend in, outer hips, cow. And And then exhale, feet flat, lift the hips all the way back up to the sky. One last time, stretch. Bring the knees down, inhale, belly drops, bend the feet in, outer hips. And then this time, down dog. So tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips all the way up, and then walk your dog out, especially after that broken feet variation. This could be a little intense, especially at the beginning of the class when you're still warming up. And just know that very often in yoga, the things that we resist the most are usually the things that we need the most. It's just signs that areas of the body have atrophy, and we need to get the blood flowing through those areas. So broken feet feels really intense, as it did for me the first several times I did it. The more I did it, the better it began to feel. From here, take another inhale, press back, down dog. And then on the exhale, walk your feet forward all the way to the top of your yoga mat. Flat back on the inhale, spine up and out. And then forward fold on the exhale. Good. From here on the inhale, rise and fly. Both arms all the way up to the sky. So upward salute. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your arms behind your head and neck with your left forearm crossed over top your right forearm. And then on an inhale, see if you can pull your left elbow up a little higher, and then start leaning over towards the right on the exhale, so a little side bend. Come back up to middle on the inhale, reach those arms to the sky, upward salute. And then switching the cross, bring your right forearm over top your left arm, elbows to the sky. Take an inhale, lift your right elbow a little bit more. And then start leaning over towards the left. Come up to middle on the inhale, upward salute, arms to the sky. And then forward fold on the exhale. Go ahead and dive all the way down. And then flat back on the inhale. Step back to plank, drop the knees to the ground, tabletop pose on the exhale. Cow pose on the inhale, belly drops, heart forward. And then cat pose on the exhale, round the back. Inhale back to cow, but bend those feet back in towards the outer hips. And then floating tabletop pose, exhale, hover the knees an inch off the mat. Drop the knees, inhale cow, bend those feet back in towards the outer hips. And then broken feet pose on the exhale, feet flat, hips draw all the way up and back. Good, knees come back down, bend in on the inhale, belly drops, cow. And then down dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips all the way up to the sky. As we just stroll, we're just strolling. Again, that dynamic stretching, opening that body out, loosening it, and preparing it for deeper things to come. On your next inhale, press those hips back. And then on that exhale, walk or jump both feet top of your mat. Flat back on the inhale, spine elongates out. Forward fold, exhale, torso drapes. Inhale, upward salute, both arms up to the sky. Cross the arms behind, left forearm over top the right. On the inhale, left elbow up a little more. And then side bend to the right on the exhale. Upward salute, inhale, arms up to the sky. And then on the exhale, cross the right forearm over top the left. Take an inhale, lift that right elbow up a little more. Side bend over to the left. Beautiful, upward salute, inhale, arms reach up, create that length. Forward fold, exhale, hit that perfect pitch. Flat back, inhale, draw the breath deep. Step back to plank, tabletop pose, knees to the floor, exhale. Cow pose on the inhale, collarbone spread. Cat pose on the exhale, back of the heart lifts. Cow on the inhale as you bend the feet in, outer hips. Floating tabletop pose, knees lift. Inhale, cow, bending those feet back in. And then broken feet pose on the exhale, hips up and back. Knees to the mat, inhale, bend those feet back in. And then downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift those hips again. As we prepare for one more round of those. Repetition is the mother of skillfulness when done with awareness. that awareness to inspire how you move, how you flow, like a meditation in motion. Take an inhale, press the hips back. Exhale, walk or jump. Top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, hard out. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise. Arms up. Up to the sky. Left arm crosses over right. Elbows through the sky. Inhale, left elbow a tad higher. And then lean to the right, laterals. Side bend. Inhale, upward salute, arms sky high. Switch the cross, this time other forearm on top. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, lean to the left. Good, inhale. Both arms reach, feet anchored downward. Forward fold on the exhale like a moving prayer. Flat back inhale as you fill the lungs with air. Step back to plank, tabletop, knees to the ground. Exhale. Cow pose, inhale, just moving nice and smooth. Cat pose on the exhale, collarbones in. Good, inhale, bend those feet back in, outer hips. Floating tabletop pose, knees hover slightly. Inhale, back to cow and feet draw in. Broken feet pose, stretching the tops of the feet. Knees back to the ground, inhale, bend it in. And then downward facing dog, toes tucked, hips tied, breath in that flow. Alright, you guys, that's it for those, so let's go ahead and move on from there. Right leg lifts up on an inhale. And then right foot top of the mat on the exhale. Relax your left knee down to the floor. Release the top of that left foot. Those of you that are practicing at home, if you want, you can always put padding underneath that back knee. You can double up the mat, slide a blanket or towel underneath. Whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. Now, both hands on top of your right knee, right thigh, setting up for a low lunge. Tailbone draws down, lower abdominal zipper up and in. Take those arms, reach those all the way to the sky, palms face each other, little fingers turn in slightly, and you get that wonderful stretch for your left thigh and your left hip flexor. Take another inhale, grow up a little bit taller. And then begin to twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Take your back right hand now, reach it around and grab your outer left hip or left waist. And then take that front left hand and grab your outer right knee, right thigh. And then pull your chest up tall as you inhale. And then roll that right chest, roll that right shoulder open as you exhale, as you turn your navel towards that inner right leg, right thigh. Beautiful. Turn the gaze forward, unravel out of the twist, reach those arms up to the sky. If you want, you can even lean back a little at the top. And then hands to the ground on the exhale, we call it the low lunge. Take an inhale there. And then half splits on the exhale, pull your hips back, front leg towards straight, left knee stays on the mat. Right toes face the sky. Let's pulse that. Inhale, right foot flat, rebend that right knee, heart forward. And then half splits on the exhale, pull the hips back. Beautiful. Again, inhale, come forward, low lunge. And then half split on the exhale, we flow and we stretch. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time hold there. If you want, you can reach your left hand forward and grab your right toes with your left hand. Then you take an inhale and extend the heart up and out. And then fold on top of that right leg. Couple of breaths there as you stretch all that band of tissue across the whole back of that right leg. Breathing into where you feel the sensation, knowing that where the mind goes is where that energy flows. Beautiful. Right foot flat on the ground, rebend that right knee, tuck the left toes underneath, lift that left knee off the ground, high lunge. Take an inhale there. Step the left foot forward, but cross it behind your right leg so your legs are crisscross. You feel it in that calf muscle. Then on a big inhale, pull the heart forward and out. And then on the exhale, drape the torso right on top of that right leg. Couple of breaths there, breathing into where you feel that stretch. Good. Inhale, spine up and out. Fold on that exhale. On a big inhale, rise and fly. Both arms all the way up to the sky, interlacing all the fingers except the indexes. And then we're going to lean over towards the left side on the exhale. So cross leg, leaning steeple mudra side bend. Back up to center on the inhale, and then fold all the way over and down on the exhale, hands to the ground. From here, lift that left leg off the ground, inhale, standing splits, and then lunge your left foot all the way to the back of your yoga mat. Spin the back left foot flat, and then warrior one, inhale, rise, both arms all the way up to the sky. Begin to straighten your right knee, right leg, right thigh. And then on a big inhale, reach up, lean back to your own degree. And then fold down, right hand, left hand on top of right foot or the floor. Pyramid pose. Good, and there's that stretch again across the whole back of that right leg. As you continue to increase the suppleness and mobility and flexibility and dexterity and agility within the body. Pressing down strong into the legs and into the feet. On your next inhale, reverse sweep those arms all the way back up to the sky. And then Prada Mudra, bend that right knee, right thigh, arms open out wide. Take the left arm, reach it underneath and around that right arm so those arms come into that eagle shoulder stretch. And then on an inhale, lean back, elbows to the sky, and then drop your torso down to your inner right knee, right thigh. Let's pulse that. Inhale, come up, lean on back. And exhale, drop, right shoulder down, inner right knee, right thigh. One more time. Inhale, come up, maybe lean back a little bit more. And then on the exhale, drop down, hold there. Release the hands down to the ground as you unravel the arms. Now check this out. Take your right arm and reach it underneath and around the right leg and grab your right ankle with the right hand. Take your left hand and grab your inner right ankle with your left hand. So you're grabbing that right ankle with both of your hands from both sides, and you're gently pulling yourself even deeper into that right hip, the largest joint in the body. And if you can, the back foot flat on the ground as you breathe. Big deep breaths. Sometimes when we get into these areas that feel tense and tight, and our breath becomes restricted and constricted. And in those moments, we don't want to breathe less, we want to breathe more. Nice, you guys. Go ahead and release the grip of that right foot, right ankle. Rise back up. Warrior one on the inhale, root to rise. Arms to the sky. Hands to the ground. Step back to plank pose. Hold there as we set up for 3 yogi style push-ups. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, rise to plank. 2 more. Inhale, halfway lower. Exhale, drive it up. One more time. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, press up. Hold here, take an inhale, plank, and then exhale, lower down, slow and control. Inhale, cobra, chest and lungs open. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, inhale. And then left foot flows, top of the mat, exhale. Relax that right knee down to the ground. Remember, you can always pad up underneath that right knee if you want. And when you're ready, both hands climb on top of that left knee, left thigh, low lunge. As we take it step by step, breath by breath, moment to moment. Take those arms, reach those all the way up. Big inhale, grow for height. Turn to the left side, left arm back, right arm forward. And then right hand to the outer left knee, left thigh. Left hand reaches around behind the back. And you grab onto that outer waist. And as the left thigh descends, the sternum ascends. And then from that place of length, you turn to that twist. Beautiful. Turn the gaze forward. Reach those arms back up to the sky. Inhale. Hands to the ground, pause on the exhale. Take an inhale there in that low lunge. And then half splits. Draw your hips back, front leg towards your version of straight. Inhale, left foot flat, bending that left knee. And exhale back, half splits. Good. Inhale, we expand. And exhale, we consolidate and contract. 2 more times. Inhale just like that. Exhale with sensuousness. Inhale like you're giving yourself a sweet massage. Exhale, draw back, hold there. And if you want, right hand reaches forward. Grab your left foot, left toes. Maybe taking it a little bit deeper into that half split fold. Beautiful. Left foot flat, left knee bends as you inhale. Tuck the right toes, lift that right knee on the exhale. Hold for the inhale. Step the right foot forward, but cross it right behind the left leg. And a big inhale, hard up and out. And then fold right on top of that left leg. Breathe. Should feel wonderful to feel the tension eroding away. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, rise and soar, both arms up. Interlace all the fingers except the indexes. And then lean to the right side. Couple of breaths there. Come all the way back up on the inhale, and then fold all the way down on the exhale. Right leg up to the sky, inhale, standing splits, just passing through. Lunge that right foot all the way to the back of the mat, spin it flat. And then warrior one, go ahead and rise from that solid foundation. Straighten that left knee, left thigh. Take an inhale, lean back. And then fold right on top of that left leg, pyramid pose. So hands on top of your shin, your foot, your ankle, couple blocks, or maybe on the floor, framing that left foot wherever it feels right for you body right here, right now. Good, and then driving into those feet. Inhale, reverse sweep, both arms all the way up to the sky. Open the arms out as you bend that left knee, left thigh. Take the right arm, slip it underneath and around that left arm. Eagle arms. And then on that inhale, lean back, elbows to the sky. And then drop that torso down towards that inner left knee, left thigh. Come back up on the inhale, elbows up. And then exhale, taking the plunge, feeling the shoulder and hip stretch. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale, drop down. Hold there. Unravel the arms, hands to the ground. And now the left hand reaches underneath and around that left foot. So you grab the outer left ankle, left hand. Right hand grabs the inner left ankle. And then you use your hands to draw in. And then maybe you can even take that left hip, left thigh, and then draw it back as that outer right hip turns forward. And you get deep into that left hip joint socket. If you're like me, a lot to feel in that variation. Good. Go ahead and release the grip of that left foot. Warrior one. Inhale, both arms all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step the left foot back to plank up and push up. Hold there. 3 yogi style push-ups. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, rise up. Good. Inhale, little upper body strength. Exhale, a little bit of mental calm. Inhale, you got it. Exhale, press up. Now hold there, take an inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down, slow without collapsing. Inhale, arching that back. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. Now, before we come into that floor stretch, let's take what you just did. We'll turn that to a little flow, and then we'll get down to some of those longer holds. So here we go. Right leg lifts, inhale. Right foot top of the mat on the exhale, left knee on the ground, low lunge. Both arms come up on the inhale, reach. Turn to the right, coming into that wrap on the exhale, grabbing the outer hip and knee. Turn that gaze forward, inhale, both arms back up to the sky, reach high. Hands to the ground, half split, pull the hips all the way back. Good, breathe in that right knee and lift the left knee off the ground, high lunge as you inhale. And then step the left foot forward and cross it behind the right leg, exhale. Flat back on the inhale, fold on the exhale. Both arms up to the sky, inhale, steeple mudra, index is up, and then lean to the left side, exhale. Come back up on the inhale, and then hands to the ground on the exhale, fold down. Lift the left leg up on the inhale, standing split. Lunge it to the back of the mat on the exhale and spin it flat. Warrior one, inhale, rise straight up. Straighten the right knee, exhale. Now lean back on the inhale and then fold down, pyramid pose on the exhale. Nice. Come back up, inhale, arms to the sky. And then spread the arms out, bend that front knee thigh. Take the left arm underneath and around the right. And then on the inhale, lean back, elbows to the sky, and then drop down one time, inner right knee, right thigh. Come back up to warrior one as we move on, reach them above. Hands to the ground, vinyasa, on the exhale, we float. Inhale, chest high, shoulder roll. Exhale, down dog, other side. Left leg up, inhale. Left foot top, out, exhale, right knee on the ground. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. Twist to the left, right hand down to left knee, left hand around behind the back. Turn forward, inhale, arms to the sky, maybe lean back. Hands to the ground, half split as you pull that left thigh back. Good, inhale, rebend left knee, tuck the right toes and lift the right knee. And then on the exhale, step the right foot forward behind the left. Inhale, crisscross legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Steeple mudra high. Take it to the right side. Exhale, lean. Inhale, back up, centered and straight. Exhale, hands down to the ground and fold. Inhale, right leg lifts up, standing splits. And then lunge the right foot to the back and spin it flat. Warrior one, inhale, rise from lower body strength. Straighten out left knee, exhale. Lean back, inhale. And then fold down, pyramid on the exhale. You got it. Inhale, back up, arms to the sky. Spread the arms out wide, then the front thigh, eagle arms, right arm underneath and around the left. Big inhale, lean back, elbows above. Drop down, inner left knee, left thigh. Back up, warrior one. Inhale, last standing pose of this class. Exhale, vinyasa all the way down, steady. Inhale, bend that spine easily. And exhale, downward dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Out the mouth, let it go. Alright, you guys, as promised, little floor series. So right leg lifts up on the inhale. Right foot top of the mat on the exhale. Relax the left knee down to the floor. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot, right leg. Scoot the right foot a little over to the right. And then start to bend the elbows and climb down to your own degree. And you can always place blocks underneath your elbows, just like Jesse is doing here. And you can adjust the block to the height that works for you. So it's like you're lifting the floor up to meet you. Some of you may bring the elbows all the way down towards the ground, or if you're moving through this program, maybe you start off on blocks and you notice that as you move deeper and deeper through this journey, the body begins to open up, you become more supple, and therefore you're able to go deeper in there. So find your wall of tension, and then just yield to it. Not forcing, not pushing, but just giving your body the time and space that it needs to slowly unravel and dissolve those tensions away.
So now this is the time to
Good. From here, go ahead and ease
deep
your way
breathing,
all the way back up
slowly
onto your
breathe.
hands. And then begin to heel toe your right foot all the way across the mat over to the left as you release the outer right knee over to the right, setting up for what we call sleeping swan and yin. Similar to pigeon pose in Hatha Yoga. When you're ready, allow the torso to begin to fade out over that right leg.
You can use this block under the hip.
One afternoon, there was a Taoist master who also happened to be a farmer who took his students out into the field. And he had them sit down and just simply observe and watch. And after some time had passed, he said, you see, we have a concept called Wu Wei. And what is Wu Wei? Very often in modern day society, we try to force things and speed things up. And all this does is cause harm. If I overwater a crop or a plant, it drowns in the water. If I give it too much sunlight, it burns in the sun. And the same thing is true within our life. We try to force and push things and accelerate things more than they're meant to. Very often that leads to suffering. So Wu Wei is about yielding to the natural rhythm and harmony of things. the same way there's a natural harmony within nature, there's also a harmony within our own bodies. And if we can trust the process, day by day, week by week, things over time naturally begin to flourish. So we find that wu-wei approach within our yoga practice. Go ahead and ease your way all the way back up onto your hands. Shift your weight into that right hip and swing your left leg all the way forward towards the front. Just hold the right foot to that inner left knee, left thigh. And then we're actually going to grab that right foot, right ankle, and we're going to lift it up and we're going to set it on top of that left knee. And then we're going to bend that left knee and bring the left foot underneath the right knee, right thigh. And those of you that are practicing at home, if you want to modify, you can sit on a block, or you can simply cross your right shin in front of your left shin, just like Jesse's doing here. If you bring this foot in front of this one, show the people at home the modification. That works
If
perfectly
anybody
well.
has problem, then he can come to
From
the
here, both
Sukhasana
arms
like
lift
easy
all
pose.
the way
This
up to the sky
Yeah,
on the
this
inhale, and then fold down to your own degree on the exhale. So there's no question that your body is speaking to you every single moment of your life. And it speaks to you through that language of physical sensation. Question is, are we listening? Are we listening in a deep way? And then taking the necessary actions based off the wisdom of what it is that our body is telling and communicating to us. The more that we can honor it, the more that we can be present to it, and the more that we're guaranteed to finish our yoga practice feeling way better than when we started. Good, nice and easy. Go ahead and come all the way back up. Cross that right shin, across the left. Roll over to all fours, tabletop position. Step back to plank, upper push-up position. Take an inhale there to set. And then exhale over slow on that out breath. Cobra up dog, inhale, easy and sweet. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up on the inhale. Left foot top of the mat on the exhale. Relax the right knee onto the floor. Both hands to the inside of that left foot. Scooting that left foot a little bit over to the left. Bending the elbows and climbing down to your own degree for what we call the dragon pose variation. so important as we move through these 45 days. Some days we have those really fierce, intense power yoga classes that we move through to increase resiliency and strengthen the body. Other days we take a much more relaxed approach to the yin, the restorative, the gentle yoga, the mobility. This class is special and unique because it is that balance and that blend between both. The balance between the power and the gentle, the yang and the yin, the masculine and the feminine. And when we find that balance, we find that wholeness. And wholeness is one of the greatest gifts that we get from our yoga practice. Because when we feel whole, we no longer seek things outside of ourselves to fill the empty void within. We come to that deep, profound realization and understanding that everything we could ever want, it already exists within. Nice and easily, go ahead and come all the way back up onto the hands. And then heel toe, left foot all the way over to the right as you allow that left knee to open out towards the left. Setting up for sleeping swan on the other side. And when you're ready, just allowing that torso to drape out over that left leg. Albert Camus said that real generosity for the future has everything to do with what we're giving in the present moment. See how deep you can slide into that dimension of the presence. Beautiful. Come all the way back up onto the hands. Lean into that left hip. Swing the right leg all the way around towards the front. Lift that left foot up. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee, right thigh. And then right foot underneath the left knee. Or cross the left shin in front of the right shin for the modification. Both arms lift up on the inhale, reach. And then fold down to your own degree on the exhale. Now a lot can happen over the course of 45 days. A lot can happen over the course of just a week. All the ups and downs of our life, there have to be those daily non-negotiables. Those things that no matter what happens, we still do anyway, because it's so valuable and it's so important to us. duration of this program, I take a little bit of time out of my day, out of my life to give back to myself so that then I can get back to my relationships, my career, my school studies, and everything else that I have going on in my life. So this is your sanctuary. Sanctuary to come back to all the things that are important and meaningful to you. Nice and easy. Go ahead and begin to exit all the way up and out. Extend your legs out in front of you. And that's all she wrote. Go ahead and release all the way down to your back. Shavasana, corpse pose, into that final resting position. Crazy how fast these 45-minute classes go by. Before we officially say that it's complete, take the last couple minutes here, like a heavy stone sinking deep. Allow yourself to sink deep into that lake of inner stillness. Shavasana.
Relax your body, relax your mind. It's the time to scan your body, starting from right toes to right head, then starting from left toes to left head. Keep silent. Silence is the power. Let go each and everything. That is the remote control of our mind. Keep breathing, slow inhale and slow exhale.
Everybody, nice and easy, nice and slowly begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Take the arms, reach those all the way up overhead. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out, bring the legs together, just stretch your whole body out. As if you're waking up from a nap. Reach your hands forward, grab your shins, hug your knees and thighs back into your belly. And then gently rock and roll your way all the way up to the last final comfortable seat. Both hands to prayer position in front of your chest, in front of your heart. Feeling that deep reverence for your yoga practice, for bringing you back to balance and bringing you back to wholeness. Be consistent, be inspired, and be the change. Namaste.
Well, so thank you very much. This is the Power Yoga class plus Yin Yoga class. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's very good for you. Let's do this practice please regularly, consistently. That's the only way to maintain your fitness. Take care of yourself. See you in the next class.